Hi, this is Scott from Scott Shot Media and the Mountain Dispatch. Today is Monday, March 8th, and this is what is happening on the mountain. A couple of CalTrans projects going on today, an additional one overnight tonight. Those same three happen again tomorrow. It's the usual stuff that we've been reporting on. 18 along all three of those have been long-term projects. We have a winter storm watch in effect from tomorrow night through Thursday evening. Looking at anywhere from 8 to 15 inches of snow over those 2 days. There is a low fire risk until that snow gets here, and then once the storm arrives, we drop down to little to no risk for the remainder of the week. So that's great news. But until they can reevaluate, we're still at an average fire risk for the next 4 months. A lot of crimes reported since Friday, 18 of them, a lot of burglaries. We'll post a graphic on this, so if you saw police activity in your neighborhood over the weekend, you can look and see what was going on. But just a good reminder to keep your doors locked, both on your house and your cars. Cars, especially things in plain sight on your front seat. And if you see something, say something. If you see something suspicious in your neighborhood, don't be afraid to report it. Southern California Edison power outages reported, all maintenance outages, improving the infrastructure. About 241 customers currently being affected. And we saw cases, a net 3 cases reported. There was actually 4 new ones, but one was removed from the list. That brings us to about 36 active cases on the mountain. And Tuesday is the important day. That's the day in the risk tier, our color coding system. So we'll post tomorrow any changes in that. That's all that I have for you right now. If you got a few more minutes to stick around, we'll go into greater detail, starting with the traffic. We have this ongoing maintenance operation and utility work here in the Big Bear Lake area on State Route 18, State Route 38, the ongoing emergency work, repairs for the El Dorado fire still going on. And then overnight tonight, you might lose an interchange from the 330 to the 210, and those three same projects are the only ones scheduled for tomorrow. And then I suspect on Wednesday, Thursday, maybe even Friday, maintenance operations because CalTrans will be too busy plowing snow. Speaking of snow, we have a winter storm watch in effect. We have a slight chance of actually some showers tonight through tomorrow. Only about 10 to 20% chance across the mountains, so nothing too significant as this cutoff low, this coastal eddy, makes its way into the region. It's probably going to affect down the hill more than anything else. But there's always that chance that the storm can get here a little early tomorrow, and it should be pretty decent Wednesday. We have about a 70% chance Wednesday during the day, tapering off to about 50% chance overnight, and then into Thursday night, and then maybe even a lingering shower or two Friday morning. Timing, this is region-wide of some pretty cold temperatures on Thursday, some pretty significant snow on Wednesday and Thursday. But once this storm moves out Friday morning, we are left with actually a pretty nice weekend and start the next opportunity for some strong wind gusts is actually Monday on the 15th, as we can see some gusts possible 35 to 40 miles an hour, probably very similar to what we saw last night, overnight last night. We had some pretty significant wind gusts up here on the mountain. Nothing significant to report. We do see our fire risk on the mountain dropping from low on Wednesday to little to no risk for the remainder of the 7-week look at, or the 7-day look ahead. On the forest floor, until we get some snow on the ground, we will remain at a moderate risk, and then they will reevaluate the fuel moisture content and see if we can drop this down even lower. And then they'll also look at the future forecast as far as wind. Does not take much sun and does not take much wind to dry that fuel moisture content out. So even if there is snow on the ground, don't be too surprised if it takes a while for this fire danger to change for this time of year, by the way, and we remain average through the month of March, April, May, and even into June in the Southern California area. We had a bunch of crimes reported, most of them over on the rim side of the mountain. A lot of burglaries, break-ins, stolen vehicle, trespassing, a lot of crimes reported between Green Valley Lake and Cedar Pines Park. And then as well over the weekend. I'll post these graphics so that if you saw any police activity in your neighborhood over the weekend, you could see what was going on. We currently have 5 Southern California Edison projects, mostly over here in the Lake Gregory Crestline area. Total of, I think it was 241 customers currently without power, and that should all be back between 2 and 4:30 this afternoon as Edison crews work to replace some power poles and upgrade other power distribution equipment. Lastly, our COVID-19 updates. This is accurate as of yesterday. 3 new cases net. We did have 4 total cases reported yesterday, but then 1 removed from Running Springs. Our risk tier, our state's 4-tiered color-coded risk system, probably won't change until tomorrow afternoon, so no changes here. This is a trailing 7-day, trailing 4 average from 7 days ago. So this doesn't change very frequently. And as a whole, the Bear Valley half of the mountain is under substantial risk. The rim communities are widespread, almost to substantial, just about 0.7 percentage to drop is all is needed to drop this down to substantial as well. You can see about 5.5% of the mountain community is tested positive for COVID-19 since this started a little over a year ago. But as of today, using just today's numbers, and Sundays and Monday numbers are usually pretty low compared to the rest of the week, just because a lot of people aren't getting tested on Sundays and Mondays. So right now we're at a substantial risk just for today, 6.0. The rest of the county is looking really good at a 3.9, only 85 new cases reported yesterday. The rest of the state at a 6.3. So things are definitely improving. Work to do. We got to be in this red. This number needs to, we can see, actually, it doesn't make a difference what we do here on the mountain. The county number needs to stay below a 7.0 for 14 consecutive days. And then we can drop as a county down to the substantial risk, and then opening up real soon. So that's all that I have for you today. Feel free to give me an email, scott@scottshopmedia.com. Text message works well. Follow along on our new website, mountain-dispatch.com. One of the cool things that we're doing there is you can sign up or subscribe. Just some basic information is all we ask for, is your name and daily. Any to our website, which would include these daily news broadcasts, any breaking news, as well as the feature stories that we've been writing, activities. Follow along on Facebook, especially what is happening on the mountain, or for late breaking news, we will share it on YouTube. Scott Shop Media. You have a great day. We'll keep you updated with this approaching storm. Be safe, and we will talk to you soon.